Nobody warns you about this, but the wrong snow traction device can shred your brake lines while you're driving. I'm talking thousands of dollars in damage because of one specification you didn't know existed. It's called Class S clearance, basically how much space you have between your tire and your suspension components, and modern cars have way less of it than older vehicles, because manufacturers prioritized aerodynamics. Get this wrong, and you're not just stuck on the side of the road, you're calling a tow truck with a destroyed wheel well. That's exactly why I'm breaking down the 8 best traction devices on the market right now, from budget-friendly chains to premium engineering, so you know exactly which one matches your car, your driving style, and your winter conditions. Chains versus socks, SUVs versus sedans versus trucks versus sports cars, we're covering all of it. All the links are in the description, let's get into it. Let's start with the SCC Peerless Auto Track, what I'd call the everyday hero for most American drivers. If you own a regular SUV or crossover, something like a Toyota RAV4, Honda CR-V, Ford Escape, or Subaru Outback, this is probably your best bet. The diamond pattern design means you always have metal touching the road, so no more of that annoying thump 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 you get with old school ladder chains. But here's what makes it special: the self-tightening ratchets. You install it, drive away, and the thing tightens itself automatically. No stopping after 50 feet to readjust like your dad had to do in the 90s. Picture this. You're on I-70 heading to the ski resort when chain control goes up, it's snowing sideways, and semis are blasting past you. With these, you're back on the road in 5 minutes flat. The only thing to keep in mind is that those ratchets can freeze if you drive through slush that later turns to ice, so hit them with some silicone spray before the season starts. Small maintenance step, big reliability payoff. Now, if the idea of wrestling with metal chains makes you want to just stay home, the next one might change your mind completely. The Auto Sock is a textile sleeve that slips over your tire like a fitted sheet, and I know what you're thinking. How can fabric possibly work on ice? Here's the science. Ice is slippery because of a thin water layer on the surface, and these specially woven fibers penetrate that layer to create grip through adhesion rather than digging in. Installation takes under 2 minutes, the ride is completely silent, and it works perfectly with your ABS and stability control because there's no metal confusing the sensors. The main consideration is that these work best on snow and ice surfaces. Dry pavement wears them down more quickly, so they're ideal for drivers who want something compact in the trunk for emergencies or to comply with chain laws in states like California or Colorado. For that specific use case, AutoSock is genuinely unbeatable. Plus, they fold down to practically nothing, so storage is never an issue. Alright, now we're stepping into premium territory with the Koenig XG12 Pro, and honestly, this one is in a completely different league. If you drive a premium SUV with expensive wheels, think BMW X5, Audi Q7, Tesla Model Y, Mercedes GLE, or Porsche Cayenne. This is what you want. The double traction plates dig into hard-packed ice way more aggressively than standard chains, and compared to the Auto Track, you're getting noticeably better acceleration and shorter braking distances when conditions get truly sketchy. But the real selling point? The wheel shield system with nylon bumpers that keeps the metal chain raised off your beautiful alloy rims. If you've got 20-inch wheels that cost more than some people's monthly rent, that protection matters a lot. This is the buy-it-for-life option for serious winter drivers who refuse to compromise on performance or protection. Next up is one that solves a very specific problem, and this is where a lot of people get it wrong. The SCC Super Z6 is designed for cars with almost zero clearance. We're talking sedans and hybrids like the Honda Civic, Chevy Volt, Toyota Prius, or Nissan Leaf, where traditional chains simply won't fit safely without hitting something. This cable chain needs only 6.3 millimeters of clearance, less than half what most chains require. The rubber spider tensioner takes a bit more effort in cold weather since the rubber stiffens up, but once you get the hang of it, installation becomes second nature. When you're at a chain checkpoint and the officer tells you, "Chains required," this is your go-to solution that works perfectly with tight clearance vehicles. Moving on to another textile option, the K&K Snow Socks offer excellent value if you want the convenience of fabric with better durability. Independent comparisons show these hold up significantly better on mixed surfaces because they use a thicker, coarser weave than most competitors. After driving across ice, snow, and those unavoidable dry patches, K&K socks showed noticeably less wear than other textile options in the same conditions. The white color shows road grime more visibly after use, but that's purely cosmetic and doesn't affect performance at all. If you want textile convenience with better longevity and you're watching your budget, this is the smarter buy for most people looking at snow socks. Now, let's talk about the heavy hitters. The SCC Quick Grip V-Bar is an absolute beast designed for maximum traction in the toughest conditions imaginable. Those V-shaped steel studs welded onto the links act like ice picks that can penetrate blue ice with impressive effectiveness. In deep snow or mud, the ladder rungs paddle forward with brute force that nothing else can match. This one is specifically designed for trucks and heavy-duty vehicles, not passenger cars or crossovers. We're talking someone pulling a trailer up an icy boat ramp or navigating unplowed logging roads deep in the backcountry. The ride on hard surfaces has that classic chain feel, and installation takes a bit more hands-on effort with manual tensioning. But when you need unstoppable traction and you're driving a truck built for serious work, this is the heavy-duty champion that delivers every single time. Here's one that solves a problem most people think is impossible. The Koenig K-Summit is built for cars with literally zero internal clearance. Sports cars like the Porsche 911, performance Teslas, Corvettes, or low-slung luxury sedans physically cannot accept any chain or cable behind the tire. The K-Summit mounts externally through your lug nut using a specialized adapter, so the chain sits on top of the tread instead of wrapping around the sidewall. Once it's configured, field installation is actually pretty easy. The key is doing the initial setup at home, where you adjust the chain length and select the right adapter for your specific wheel geometry. Take your time with that first configuration and you'll be set for years. For owners of sports cars and performance vehicles who still want to hit the slopes, this engineering marvel opens up possibilities that simply didn't exist before. And finally, let's talk about the budget-friendly option. The Artisal's HKN fills an important spot as the most affordable choice in the self-tightening chain category. If you're looking for basic winter preparedness without a major investment, this is definitely worth considering. The diamond pattern design and automatic tensioning system give you the convenience features of pricier chains at a fraction of the cost. These work well for occasional use, like that once-a-year trip to the mountains or keeping something in the trunk just in case the weather turns bad. The materials are lighter weight than premium options, so they're best suited for lighter snow conditions rather than extreme backcountry situations. For drivers who need a functional traction device without breaking the bank, the Artisals delivers solid value and gets the job done when winter weather catches you off guard. So, chains versus socks, which one actually saves you? Here's the real answer. It depends entirely on your car and your situation. For everyday mountain driving in a regular SUV, the AutoTrack handles 90% of what winter throws at you. Premium SUV with expensive wheels, Koenig XG12 Pro, no question. Emergency kit or legal compliance. Auto sock or K&K socks depending on your durability needs. Tight clearance sedan? Super Z6 is your perfect match. Truck doing serious work? V-Bar for unstoppable heavy-duty traction. Sports car with zero clearance? K-Summit is the only game in town. And if you want solid protection on a tight budget, the Artisals gets you covered. Whatever you pick, practice installing it in your driveway before you actually need it. Links are in the description. See you in the next one.